So hello, my name is Eva Gunnare and I run a business called Essence of Lapland since 10 years ago when I started my business. I'm a food creator and a herb specialist, and I'm a forager. So I work with foraging plants, wild plants and berries, and I have activities around it. So I do taste shows and guided taste tours, and I do a lot of courses about edible plants. But I live in Jokkmokk in Swedish Lapland, and I love to tell everyone about the wonderful life here in Jokkmokk. So since we live in the Arctic, it's a special kind of life. So with a lot of tastes, I want to make people know what this kind of life is all about. So I'm a culture guide too. So the first time I heard about WPower or WPower was when I think it almost started here in Jokkmokk. Since I have my business on my own for myself. I'm the only person working in my business. It's very important to take part of projects and activities with other companies, because when you're on your own, you need input from other people. So I think Petra, who worked with the WPower in Jokkmokk from the start, contacted us women business people, and I thought that this is always good to it's always good to be part of a project when you meet other people and you get inspired by them, because sometimes you live in your own little bubble, and that can happen because you're so filled up with what you do and work, but you need to look beyond your little bubble and see. It's so important, I think. So first I got in contact with Sophie from Scotland, and she had plans to start a business with nature as a ground. So we thought that we could have a lot of inspiration about each other, because she worked with nature in a totally different way than I did. And then we also heard that Madiane from Canada was interested to take part of our group. So we were 3 companies and 3 women from the beginning. And that was a little bit hard to have meetings, because the meeting sort of ended when we just had said almost hello to each other. And then after a while, Sophie, she moved from Scotland, and so also she moved away from the project. So the last year it has only been me and Madiane. And she works with herbs and plants, but she makes so many more products and have other activities. So I think we have really inspired each other, and we really have a very, very strong, we have the same strong feeling about plants and the connection with nature. So it's been so fun, and so you get so much energy when we have had our chats together, and we have had our meetings, and we get a lot of energy and we get lots of inspiration, and we can also ask each other about marketing and how practically you do things. And I have shown her around in my office and home, and she has had, well, she also tells us and shows me her products and things like that. So even if we have not had the chance to meet, I think with today's technology, there's still a lot of good possibilities to inspire each other. And also to have been on the other meetings, the big group meetings, when you meet other companies, it's also been very interesting to hear what other companies with totally different businesses, what they do and how they see, and you get energy from that, and you get a little bit inspiration also. So I hope and I think Madjan and I will keep in contact. We are each other's friends, at least on Facebook. And I also think that it's a really good way to skip the borders and see the world as much smaller than it is. So thank you, WPower, for the possibility to take part of this. And I'm keeping on with my business, flowering like today with lots of flowers.